Hello, students. This is Purushottam Vishwakarma, and today we are going to study a photograph by Shirley Tauschen. This is a poem of class 11th standard, and in this poem, first of all, we'll read the poem, then we'll discuss about the explanation, line by line explanation, and at the end, summary of the poem. So let's begin. First of all, reading. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands. And see, the big girl, some 12 years or so, all three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. That was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Some 20, 30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past. Mine is her laughter. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. Now we'll read the poem line by line and explanation. The cardboard shows me how it was. Before starting the poem, I would like to tell you this poem by Shirley Tauschen, which is termed as a photograph, is a tribute to her mother. The poem describes three stages in the passage of time. What are the three stages? The first one, the photograph shows the poet's mother standing at the beach enjoying the sea holiday with her cousins. Who are the cousins? Betty and Dolly. At that time, she was about 12 years. The second stage that comes after some 20, 30 years later, she used to laugh at the snapshot. And then the third stage, the poet remembers, Shirley Tauschen remembers the dead mother with a happy heart. The photograph revives a nostalgic feeling in the poet. So let's begin. The cardboard shows me how it was. An old photograph of the poet's mother, which was pasted on the cardboard, makes the poet recall. She remembers, she recollects the old memories of her mother's childhood when she was a child, merely 12 years old. The photograph is a depiction of her mother's enjoyable days when the two girl cousins went paddling. What is the photograph about? When was the photograph taken? When the two girl cousins went paddling along with her mother, each one holding one of my mother's hands. So, how many girls are there in all? Three girls. One is the mother of the poet, and other two are the cousins of poet's mother. When the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands. And they were on the sea beach walking in shallow water with bare feet. Where? Near the beach. And see the big girl, some 12 years or so. The big girl, the eldest one, the oldest one, was the mother of the poetess. The eldest one was the mother of the poetess. The mother was standing in the middle and holding hands of her two cousins who were standing on each side. As you can notice here, each one holding one of my mother's hands. They were standing on each side of the poet's mother. The poet's mother was 12 years old then. It shows that the photograph was very old. What does this depict? This depicts that the photograph was kept very nicely by the poet because it was the photograph of poet's mother's childhood. All three stood still to smile through their hair. All of them were standing still and they were smiling through their hair, and they were looking at the uncle with the camera. This photograph shows that all three girls, the poet's mother and her two cousins, who are the two cousins, Betty and Dolly, all of them were smiling through their hair. And to whom? To the uncle with the camera, at the camera, when their uncle clicked their photograph. Where? At the sea beach. Because the weather was windy, that is why they were smiling through their hair. At that time their hair was flying over their smiling faces. The expression on the faces of the poet's mother and cousins was that of happiness, because they were merely child, so the faces were happy. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born. She tells us that was the face before her birth. At that time she was not born. The mother was looking very pretty at that time, and the photograph was taken a long time ago. That is why she has said she was not born at that time. And the sea which appears to have changed less, and the sea which appears to have changed less, which is looking the same as it was at that time when her mother was only 12 years. In these lines, the poet is trying to tell us the mortality and immortality. Mortality of human being, immortality of other objects. What does he want to say? Everything had changed since then. Her mother grew up, now she was dead, and the poet was reviving her memories. The only thing that has remained unchanged is the sea, which was washing the feet of all three girls. Washed their terribly transient feet. Terribly transient. Terribly transient. Temporary. Feet are temporary. Human beings are temporary. The mention of the word transient indicates the ever changing lives of human beings as well as the shortness of their stay on this world. They are mortal in nature. Human beings are mortal. They will not survive forever. In contrast to the eternality, the sea is eternal, eternal in nature. In contrast to the eternality of nature, the girl's life changed drastically during this period, but the sea has not changed. All three underwent changes. Her mother died, she underwent changes, but the sea remained the same. The stanza beautifully explains the transient nature of human beings. Now, the next one, some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly She would say, "Look how they dressed us for the beach." The sea holiday was her past. Mine is her laughter. Both rye with the labored ease of loss. In this stanza, she is trying to tell us the period after some 20-30 years when the photograph was clicked. Even 20-30 years later, the mother would look at the photograph and laugh nostalgically, remembering the happy memories of her past. She used to laugh looking at the picture and calling her cousins Betty and Dolly. She would say, she would comment on the dress design, how they were dressed at that time. Mother would look at the photograph and comment on the dresses worn by the cousins Dolly, Betty, and herself. Sea holiday was her mother's past. That sea holiday was the childhood memory of her mother's poet's mother, and her mother's laughter has become a thing of past for the poet because her mother was now dead. The poet still remembers how her mother would laugh at the photograph, remembering the sea holiday with a fondness as well as a sense of loss because that time would never come back. Now she can only remember that time, her mother's laughter. That laughter will never return. In the same way, poet feels nostalgic thinking about her mother and her laughter, which has become a thing of the past. The words labored and ease are opposite to each other. If you notice here, labored, ease, these two are opposite to each other but describe the same entity. And what is that entity? Loss. These two words describe the same entity. Here it is oxymoron. I have told you when I taught you figures of speech. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. Figures of speech. It is very important for poetry. Oxymoron. Now the last stanza. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. Now she has been dead. Who has been dead? Poet's mother. Now she has been dead nearly as many years. Her mother's has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. That means, what was the age of her mother when the picture was clicked? 12 years. Now it has passed 12 years since the death of her mother. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. She is feeling speechless. Its silence silences. The poet recalls that it is nearly 12 years since her mother died. The poet is consumed with grief. The poet is filled with grief, but is left with no words to express her loss and pain. As I told you, she is feeling speechless. She is unable to speak. The poet is totally absorbed in memories of a dead mother. The painful silence of this situation leaves the poet speechless. The poet can feel the grief but is unable to express it through words. The silence caused by death of her mother makes the atmosphere gloomy where no one is able to utter words. That is why the line is here. Its silence silences. Silence silences. She is unable to speak. She is not able to utter words. She is not able to speak anything. Now, summary of the poem. Now we'll look at the summary of the poem. The poem is a tribute to the poet's mother. She is looking at an old photograph of her mother, which has a frame of cardboard. The picture has three girls, in which the middle one is the oldest and tallest. And who is the middle one? Middle one is the mother of poet. And where are they? They are on a beach holiday. It is her mother when she was 12 years old or so. The picture was clicked when her mother was merely 12 years. Beside her on both sides are two cousins, her mother's cousins, Betty and Dolly. What are the names? Betty and Dolly, who are holding her hands and are younger than her. Both of them, both the cousins are holding the hands of her mother and they are younger than her mother. The tallest one, the oldest one is her mother. They went for paddling on a beach holiday. Where are they? They are on a beach. For what? For paddling, for enjoying holiday. Her uncle took the photograph then, and the picture about which the poem is the photograph. That picture was clicked at sea beach. The poet could not help but notice her mother's sweet face. The poet is noticing the sweet face of her mother. The sea touched her terribly transient feet, and in the picture, the sea water was touching the very small, terribly transient feet of her mother, which depicted that she changed over the years and the sea remained the same. She underwent changes, but the sea remained the same. After 20, 30 years later, after the picture was clicked, some 20, 30 years later, her mother would laugh at the photograph. She would make the poet look at the photograph and tell her how their parents would dress them up for the beach holiday. The beach holiday was her mother's favorite past. That beach holiday was the past of her mother. Memories, while her laugh was the poet's favorite memory. That beach holiday was the favorite memory of her mother, and her mother's laughter was the favorite memory of the poet. Both of them lost something which they cherished a lot, which they missed a lot, and yet cannot live that moment again. But they are unable to live that moment again because these things are past for them. Those sweet moments were memories now. Now, the poet's mother had been dead for the past 12 years. It has passed 12 years since her death, which is the same number as of her age when the photograph was taken back then. When she was merely 12 years old, at that time the photograph was clicked. She cannot express the grief that she has from her mother's absence. She is unable to express that grief, that loss. That is why she is feeling is speechless. She is unable to utter words.